The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, I'm Judy Barnash, and I'm the storyteller today for Chicago Hidden City. I'm going to let Spotter take us off.
Hey, everybody. I'm Antera, and tonight we'll be playing Spotter, the Nosferatu.
And I am Mama McStabber, and tonight I am playing Dr. Taylor Hammond of Clan Bruja.
Good evening. I'm John Levi R., and tonight I'm playing Dr. Magnus Sanchez of Clan Gangrel.
Hey everyone, I'm Glaciate, and I'll be playing Bastion of the Clan Toreador.
And hi, I'm Maddox, and I will be playing Dr. Theodore Smith of Clan Tremere.
Tonight, we're starting off apparently going to the Succubus Club. So I'm going to ask the coterie, how are we gathering up together to go in together, or are we kind of taking our time going in? I do know Dr. Taylor does have a song she wants played when she walks in. Made a note. So how are we all kind of getting together to do this?
I mean, Theo would like to slip in while Taylor makes her entrance so he's not noticed, but beyond that, he's open to whatever everyone else wants.
Magnus is perfectly happy being part of Dr. Hammond's entourage for this.
Oh, she's walking in arm with Bastion.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Bastion is in as modest clothes as possible to draw as least of attention as possible to him. Just to rub it off even more into the Toreador's faces.
Spotter probably wasn't invited, so he'll show up as Naomi's +1.
Valid.
Oh, he was told about it, but he's like, I'll tag along with Naomi.
Of course. I believe Taylor was going to text a certain DJ when
we arrived. Mm-hmm.
So when you guys arrive, you do realize the Succubus Club is closed only for invited guests.
Mm-hmm. And when Taylor goes up to the doorman, she advises she is the representative for Professor Gracious.
She will, of course, nod because Taylor has already made a name for herself. Mm-hmm. So it's not like nobody doesn't not know her. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming Bastion's right there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He will nod.
And Magnus is also with us, and so is Theo.
Okay, very nice.
Magnus would be there as the representative for Ballard Industries.
Okay.
Okay. Theo is there.
Hey, you're the representative of the Tremere Chantry.
Mm-hmm. As much as it stands.
So as the text goes off and as the doors are opening, you're going into a lobby first before you go into the main entry. You will see Misty running up into the DJ booth really quick. Oh. And the lights kind of dim a little bit and they've got a little shimmer going on. And it almost looks like she has made it so it looks like it's not really snow, but it's almost like dust
Ash?
coming down, like dust and ash. However, I'm going to say, as you guys are in that lobby area, you will notice that the main part of the Succubus Club is in this dark red, almost purple bunting that's all around.
Mhm.
And there is a main center area, and it would be almost like if a casket would have been there, but there's like memories, photos,
Of
pictures.
Modius?
It's not just of Modius, but it's of other people they've lost. But kind of like it's like this effigy. And Annabelle thought, why don't we all just mourn the people we've lost within this year, and not to make it all about her and Modius, because whose child was he again?
Right.
Bastion is holding his laughter so much.
Nobody remembers.
Taylor actually has come in with 24 dried black roses.
And as the doors for you enter, all of a sudden, Susie and the Banshees, Cities and Dust plays, and you are literally, it's soft, it's not going to do anything to your dress. Soft little dust starts to fall.
And literally, Taylor just goes in and through this lobby area that has been done so well and places one dead, dried rose on each fucking effigy.
You will see everyone walking, everyone kind of stops and looks
Mhm.
as you walk into this main area.
And then she will head with Bastion arm in arm into the main area.
You do see where Her Highness is sitting. And she has her, I would say, usual goons or the Echo Squad.
Mhm. The
around
echo
her.
chamber around her.
Exactly. And they're in this kind of dark red kind of color theme. And they're more dressed Greek than anything normal, anything modern. And you will see Annabelle. She is in a classic 1930s gown that's more of a purple. She
Mhm.
wanted to stand up just a little bit more.
Mhm.
And then you will see all of the other roses either coming up close to that theme, or some of them are just wearing like a gothic black.
Bastion is wearing almost white overall clothes, as distant of the other roses as possible.
And Taylor is in pure, almost luminescent white silk.
Magnus and Theo, I mean, please, by all means.
Oh, Magnus is dressed in all black. He's actually dressed in a suit and tie, but it's all black. With Evie on his arm being in all white as a contrasting outfit. Also, Magnus put 2 gold Greek coins in front of every one of the memorials.
Valid. What are you doing, Theo?
Theo is dressed how everyone's been seeing him, lumberjack chic.
Orange?
The orange, because it's the one that Bells gave him. He's going to wear it. And all the ones that he's bought that are exact duplicates of it. And then a black t-shirt underneath and just some dark jeans and some simple black shoes. He's dressed the way he's been dressed for a while now.
And as you guys come in, Spotter, when are you arriving? Just after them?
I would think so. I mean, Naomi's probably driving the show right now.
So and I'm going to say that whole song of Susie and the Banshees plays the entirety. It plays complete up until it starts playing another song.
Mhm.
As it's playing that next song, that's when you'll see Naomi and Spotter. Naomi's in a gold and blue gown. And once she comes in, it fades from that song to Brick House. So that's when you know Spotter's arrived. And everyone is looking at Taylor and Bastion at the moment because what the fuck?
Oh yeah, Bastion simply walks Taylor by. He doesn't really guide her. He allows her to go whenever. He just wants to be seen around, and people want to see that Taylor is walking around with him,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not saying a word.
Not a word.
You guys
He has
hear the
learned from
whispers.
Taylor how she works in Elysia.
You'll see the roses all watching. They're almost intimidated to see you two together, but at the same time, they're kind of watching. They don't know what to make out of this, especially the higher up, because they know Taylor. But why is Bastion with you? And Helena knows why is her descendant with a descendant of.
And with the song Cities in Dust, that is literally the only song ever
Mhm.
written about the tragedy of Pompeii.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor is just smiling at Helena as it talks about how the people were burned alive.
She's not saying anything, but if looks could kill, yeah.
Taylor
But
has
she's
no
not gonna do
fear of
anything.
her.
Oh, absolutely. But for a Methuselah to look down on somebody just as ballsy and doing something, but within her, and I'm going to say quote unquote house,
Mhm.
even though it's Alicia, you can't
Taylor's
turn around
just
and do
allowing
anything.
an introduction that she may know Taylor being a descendant of Menelaus, but Taylor knows exactly who she is.
That's valid. And as you guys walk in, are you going to go anywhere particular? Is there anyone you particularly wish to talk to? Or, I mean, there's, you name it, they're there. They're invited.
I would actually approach Annabelle, as she is the
Okay.
one that called this party,
Mhm.
and formally introduce as the one representing Cretius in this event, and that I am truly sorry for her and her clan's losses.
She would first be very gracious and, of course, extend her hand out to you and be
I would
like,
take
oh,
it.
Dr. Taylor, I'm so happy that you're here. And I'm sure your clan has lost people as well. I'm surprised you wish to come here. I don't think this would have ever been your forte.
Some of us were born royal, dear. We've been to many court parties. However,
True.
I knew Cretius would not make an appearance, and I find that unbecoming when there have been such losses, even if minds are not on the same wavelength with matters of politics. A certain level of civility is required.
It is. Unfortunately, some people have forgotten what civility is.
Of course.
Do you guys have any? Do you have any desires for refreshments or
No,
anything in particular?
no. I do believe that we find it most polite to come here, wholly yourselves, to pay respects for all that have fallen.
I'm surprised that you're not in our. Did you not get the little note that somebody sent you? I'm sorry if it wasn't hinted at the ensemble color choice today.
I wasn't. I was sadly, but as the occasion requires, my tradition within my own country portrays appearing in white as most respectful.
How French?
Oh, it's not French, darling.
No, dearest. In France, it's court procedures to mourn in white too.
Interesting. Anyway, I am here mostly to accompany and guarantee others have the proper company of our clan.
How wonderful that you're extending hospitality in such a way. That's so good of you, Bastion.
isn't our clan the most capable of dealing with others? And so I'm doing.
Always.
He is a wonderful escort.
Well, he should
And Taylor
be.
just pats his arm gently.
It's
Well-
so good to see you're doing so well with showing what our clan can really do.
I would never do anything to bash the reputation of our clan, of course.
Naturally, and I do appreciate that as your primogen.
And with that, Bastion leads away Taylor to another table. We have other people that we can wait.
Mhm.
You will see as you guys turn, and eventually the other gentleman in this room or in this area will see smoke slowly coming up. And there is a Toreador that may or may not have gotten a table for certain people who just walked in. And she's sitting there smoking in a very lovely, very couture navy dress. And she'll just kind of see all of you and just gently kind of, if you wish to sit there with her, or at least park for a moment to have a place to sit down for a moment. Give yourself a chance to gather up together.
Taylor will sit. And she'll take a cigarette out of her bag and light up.
Bastion will also sit.
Yes, Bottom's going to pat Naomi's arm and nod over to the table.
She nods.
And head
She
over.
sees Josephine and he has to go do the primogen thing.
Yep.
Magnus and Evie will sit with Taylor and Bastion.
And
Just look over at what is her name, Junie? I forget the Toreador's name.
Zora.
Nora.
Nora?
Zora.
Zora.
Or-
Sorry.
Sorry.
He'll look over at Zora and just be like, "Stuff will kill you." And then he just waves for one of the wait staff and orders a bottle of wine.
Taylor laughs at that and said, technically it did.
As Theo makes his way over, he's going to blink up some Sense the Unseen.
Well, this is a very, very large room
Mm.
with a very, very large population of kindred. You do know that there is going to be Nosferatu up the fucking wazoo in here. Oh, and you do see some ghosts and spirits.
Do my best to ignore him.
That's
But
fair.
if any Nos do make eye contact with Theo, he's just gonna point, not in a way that's like threatening, but just more like, caught you, work on it, and then go back to the actual meeting.
You'll just see a couple of them go like this. Right back at you. Be like, so you saw me? Good for you. They didn't. It's fine. No worries. Go do your thing. And Zora will kind of, as a retort to Magnus, she will take a long drag and let it out up into the air, and she'll go, "Course it would. If it didn't, if my sire had left it to me, I might have, but it didn't. But I still enjoy. It's okay. No problem." So, how are you all doing in here?
I'm wondering perhaps how many nights I have left before I am personally assassinated.
Oh, by which
Leave-
one?
Leaving in Elysia? I doubt it.
True. It was
Oh,
fun.
no.
It was really fun. I loved doing
Oh,
that.
don't worry. If looks could kill, I'd already be a pile of ash.
Oh, is that why the ash fell from the ceiling?
Just letting someone know I know exactly who she is.
I mean, this is a funeral after all, isn't it?
It is. I mean, why not dress it up, right?
I mean, you're not wrong. I love the Morticia look. It's so good. You want some scissors for the top of the heads of the roses or no? I mean, We could just leave the heads all over the tables. I mean, they would just so love it. Though I see the little DJ has been watching for you all night long.
Of course. She's ours.
Somehow I already know that because she has the same kind of style choices as this one. And she will gesture to Magnus.
I'm wearing a suit.
Yeah. Now you're not always wearing a suit, are you?
No, I'm a doctor.
Exactly. And
You don't want to be getting all kinds of body fluids on a suit.
He's one that
touch its
actually gets his
clothing.
hands dirty.
You can still do things in a suit. You just have to know how to wash the clothing. It's easy. Give me another excuse there, doctor.
A suit offers a far more restrictive movement, and therefore certain operations would be annoying at worst and aggravating to the point of ripping off the suit coat at best.
Mm-hmm.
Not with the right fabric. You guys work with amateurs.
It also
can
pisses
s-
off the toreadors, which I enjoy.
I particularly
admit-
don't.
I mean, I say I can make you a suit you can work in, no problem.
I'm sorry. The tutorials instantly spoke as soon as that sentence came out of Magnus' mouth. We do not have a word to say anymore.
I say we could turn around and make them into the best doctors looking ever. Not to mention, you could probably work in anything in the suit that I make you both. Just saying.
I'm always willing to try something new.
Excellent. And I have you. I will have you in my studio on Monday. Yeah?
All right.
What about you, Dr. Smith? Or are you going to tell me no as every time you will?
In this instance, yes, I'm already trying something new.
Oh, yes, because I can tell. Monty Python wants the skit back.
I don't have nearly enough spam. What are you talking about?
Lumberjack.
That's right. Okay, try it.
Apparently there's one of those skits that I haven't seen. I'll need to look for
You
it.
haven't seen the one where they sing about being a lumberjack?
There is so much mass media. Do you have any idea how hard it is to consume all of it?
You literally have eternity.
Yes, and I haven't spent most of that watching pop culture.
My goodness.
Bastion, darling. Again, he's Tremere. What do we expect?
That's true. Why would someone waste time not watching pop media? Of course not.
Oh, by the way, Bastion, you need to let me know when you have a few nights available because we have the entire box set of The Lord of the Rings to watch.
You're still on that?
Yes.
You haven't seen it?
All right, I actually have to. You haven't seen Bastion. I've seen that.
How have you not seen that? I've seen that. Why? What?
Have you at least read the books?
The young Bruja decided to leave it on my doorstep for you.
Did she now? Okay, I need her name.
Wait a minute, young Bruja?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
she was
tell me
giving
now,
him a
tell me,
very
tell me.
hard time the other night because she called him.
Called him what?
She's laughing so hard, Bastion's going to have to fill this in.
I am absolutely not obligated to produce evidence against myself.
Come on,
Called him
tell me.
Legolas.
Legolas. And he didn't
Can
know
see
what
that.
it was.
You didn't know what that was?
Different from others who had different opportunities and times and no valid excuses to not have an engagement. I have been wasting my own life tracking the whole world. I do not have much time to watch TV.
Not to even watch Orlando Bloom play an elf? Are you kidding?
Have
Don't
you at
give
least
me-
read the books?
No.
I'm sorry, Dr. Smith. Now you're just kidding yourself. Do you really think I would read the books?
Do you read?
Somehow that answer hurt worse than anything else.
I mean, I can get you a volume, get you the volume set in Portuguese if you want.
And they will sit and
How
collect
is the
dust on this coffee
gangrel
table.
more well-read than the Toreador? I just
I
want to
know.
know how clan
It's
standards have
atrocious.
slipped that far.
It's not my standards. I can tell you everything.
Excuse me, Mr. Not a Ventru just because of convenience.
Oh.
All right, I'd love to do a quick check to see if there's any outside parties hearing all this sniping. Because good lord,
Less
no, everybody's
convenience and more
hearing it. And
competence,
the
but-
fact we are just laughing at it shows to everyone just how fucking weird this coterie is because we are not
I mean, the
offended.
Nosferatu are taking notes right now, Theo.
I mean, shit, we're a weird coterie, but we're an effective weird coterie.
Yes, we are. We put that petty bullshit to the side and get shit done.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I thought so apparently, but everyone is ditching on me because I haven't watched one movie.
It's all
And I
right, Bastion.
checked.
I'm going to help you remedy that.
That's
And-
3 hours.
And technically, it's
Per
3
movie.
movies.
Oh, no.
It's 9
Oh.
hours.
9.
Yeah.
Make sure you show him the
That's
director's
not the
cut.
one.
There's 3.
Yeah, there's 3 books.
Okay.
That's why I said let me know when you have a few nights, okay?
I mean, you
It,
could always
it would
do
be
the-
most convenient for you to watch, torpor, wake up, continue watching.
You're not wrong.
It is the quickest way to get through them.
Anyway, Spotter, you haven't been talking much tonight, and you actually haven't attacked me yet. So, how are you doing?
Spotter hasn't. He's been watching the crowd. He's been half listening. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's actually missed all the laughing. So, sorry, distracted.
That's great. That's actually
What's going
fine.
on?
Oh, nothing special. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I've seen you with Naomi coming here.
Yeah, that's,
How-
when you don't have an invite, you get to be a +1.
You were invited by us.
Oh, well, better off showing up with her, huh?
I imagined, yeah. But the two of you have been working things out, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's busy lately, so
Mm.
trying to make time for her when I can.
Yeah, things have been busy all around the city, haven't they?
They have.
Any more updates to share on your
Yes,
situation?
yes, but not here.
I see. Nothing to share here. Okay. That's good. Yeah, because who knows how many ears and eyes are prying right now.
More than you'd think.
I'm somehow not surprised.
Taylor actually takes the last drag off of her cigarette and puts it in a wine glass to put it out. And she gets up because the song's on that she likes, and she gets up and goes to dance.
Which song is it?
Throw a song at me, guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, now you just got us.
Cherry
I'm
Bomb
having
wouldn't
to
be a
think-
bad one,
Oh, gosh.
There you
but
go.
that's entirely up to you.
That works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She'll dance to that.
Once Taylor comes out, or once Taylor goes onto the floor, starting to dance to Cherry Bomb, you will see some of the others actually coming out as well. You will see a couple of Bruja. You will see definitely some Alcavians.
Mhm.
I mean, Josephine will be out there in a second after she excuses herself on Naomi.
Mhm.
Though as Josephine actually walks towards the dance floor, she has this blue shirt in her hands, and she will just gently drape it over Spotter's shoulder and go, "You missed one. It was on the floor. I don't think you saw it." And she'll just kind of scurry over to Taylor. Somebody told Josephine somebody was leaving things over, and somebody didn't pick up his clothes. So she's giving a little tease.
Great.
She's
All
just-
the Malkavians know now.
Oh, all Malkavians have known for quite a while.
Absolutely.
And it's not like Nos where they pass the message; they just suddenly all know it.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It just is part of the network now.
Uh-huh. They'll know
Uh-huh.
it. They won't know it until they suddenly do.
God. And the
And-
dreaming.
And the blue shirt, when you actually turn around to open it up, is a Cubs jersey. And it's signed by all of the current players.
Oh, holy shit.
And Josephine will go and join Taylor.
Well, he's I was going to use his new sense the unseen.
Okay.
Who are the Nos?
It's split right down the middle. Half
Okay.
Save Direct, half you.
Okay. I gotta go
And you
find
know the
some.
difference.
I gotta
Okay.
go find some. Yeah.
As Taylor and Josephine are dancing, what are you guys doing?
Theo's trying to just keep a low profile and not be acknowledged by most of the Elysium crowd. He
Okay.
doesn't like Elysiums. He hates going to them, but he goes because of appearances bullshit. So he's just sitting at the table, probably very pleasantly not having a conversation with Zora. Like, not
Oh.
because not to be rude, but it's more just entirely like, I have nothing to discuss in this environment.
Magnus is just sitting back, people watching, an arm around Evie, drinking some wine.
She's pointing out all the people that she's seen so far.
And Bastion leans into Zora. You think the whole other subjects of this Elysian night are coming to pay respects, or are they really just coming because Elysia and Annabelle failed again?
I think they want to be seen as being respectful, but also at the same time, she just looks over at the whole, like old Pepto Bismol threw up. She was just like, that is a whole want of, I want to be attention whores. And unfortunately, this was the only way they could get it.
Okay. Almost a success then. He leans a little closer. I believe I should talk to Kevin now.
Good luck with that. Are you going to go talk to Kevin?
Yeah, he's going to look at the three others at the coterie. I will be heading up, trying to get a minute of the prince's attention. Does anyone need anything?
Have fun.
Whatever
Nice.
you do, don't slap him. I've heard Ventru hate that.
Oh, not an Elysian, darling. That's in the room type of thing. And Bastion goes up, trying to get Kevin's attention.
Okay, as you do that, Josephine's going to dance with Taylor. Taylor, do you have anything that you'd want to talk to Josephine on? Or anything in particular?
Nope, not a thing, because she can go to Josephine's house if they have something to talk about.
No problem.
I would say, though, if there's certain Toreador that are wanting to be center of attention, then someone needs to try to dance with Taylor. Because she has
Agreed.
all eyes on her.
Agreed. And that's why Josephine's kind of like, oh, I'm going to stay over here for a moment because something could happen and backup is needed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Taylor's done this tactfully. She knows exactly what she's doing. Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to make me do a thing.
Mhm.
This is fine. All fine. Okay. Face is spoken.
Okay.
So as Josephine kind of looks around and dances with you, people will start, and Bastion, you will notice this as you are starting to head towards Jackson. Helena does come down from her chair. And she will walk over and start to gently dance with Taylor.
Oh,
Taylor will dance with her.
And she'll ask her in Greek,
Mhm.
and not just Greek. We're talking
Ancient Greek,
older.
Mhm.
Yes.
which Taylor's fluent in. Yes.
Which she is fully aware of Taylor's knowledge of said language.
Mhm.
And she'll ask her if she's enjoying herself and what really did she want coming here? She's curious.
Truly, to pay respects. Loss can cause great pain, and pain is an excellent teacher.
It is. You would know that, wouldn't you?
I sure would.
And you're not here because of somebody else sending you, correct?
Please. She actually sighs for a moment and says, Elena,
Hmm.
have you taken a moment to actually survey, to see what is really going on? Do
Surveying
you
which
see
part?
his influence? Truly.
She looks Taylor right now and says, "It's all around you."
It's not. You are seeing
He's-
what you wish to see and not what is real.
He still plays those games. I don't think he would stop.
Why wouldn't he? Do you think he's so enamored with you still?
No. I believe he hates me completely.
As you wished him to.
Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. The heart can be fleeting.
However, you were asleep a long time.
It was.
Perhaps he has moved on.
Or perhaps he's looking for her.
For who?
I had a child.
Yes, you did, and you abandoned her.
I know. I don't. I can't say I don't regret it, but at the same time, I do. And from what I understand, he is searching for her soul to
Hmm.
make amends.
Perhaps. But that has nothing to do with you. Not
It is
anymore.
everything. And I'm still her mother, one way or another.
Oh. Just because you bring someone into this world does not make you truly a mother.
I held her. I was with her up until I believe she was 8.
Yes, and then you left her to her fate
Just-
to try to pursue your own ambitions.
Well, I gave her everything she needed to know in the past 8 years that she was with me. She was a very brilliant child. She had nothing to learn more from me.
Keep telling yourselves that.
I do every night. However, I don't tell myself every night anymore.
No.
Maybe once a century.
You have become exactly what you were meant to become. You are a weapon. You destroy everything you create because you can't see your own folly.
I haven't destroyed Chicago.
That was only because he stopped you.
He may have turned around and greatly injured me, but I recovered. And where is he?
Exactly. Where is he?
Somewhere.
Not messing with you anymore.
I'll see about that.
One day, you may rouse and realize you're playing the game with yourself.
If I am, I will be most disappointed. But then again, he doesn't remember the little strings that are attached to us.
Strings can always get cut.
True. And I usually do the cutting.
Mm-hmm. But no, he did not send me here.
Hmm.
I came so that you could be aware of that.
Interesting. So one of his descendants has finally left his influence.
I was never under it.
Or unaware of it.
Trust, I'd be aware.
Some are, some aren't. It's interesting to see which ones are and which ones believe they are not, but yet still follow the same regiment and rules.
Oh, trust, I've picked up on that too.
Have
I
you?
am a brilliant woman.
I never said you weren't. Especially in his line.
But understand that the things you are seeing now are not necessarily his influence. You were asleep a long time, as was he. Things have moved on. There is a movement towards stability. And your actions are counter to that. You bring chaos in your wake.
That isn't chaos part of change.
It can be, but only if one learns from it, and you have not.
Learning from it can be something of a challenge at times.
Yes, you need to work on your patience.
Patience is a thing I'm trying to deal with. Then again, when you're asleep over a century, you have to make up for it, don't you?
So you say.
So I've learned. I'm a lot older than you.
You are. You are. You have survived more than I have. You have also laid waste more than I have.
I've done a lot of change, brought a lot of chaos.
Well, what have you created that has endured?
She just gestures.
A building?
The city.
You did not create this city.
I did help in the creation of it. I did indeed.
But you weren't the only one.
No, but there are certain things in the city that would not have been if it wasn't for my influence nor me being here, plus my wealth.
Money does buy quite a number of things.
Yes. Ask the venturer how they started.
I
Logan
don't
still
care
owes
about
me.
them.
Well, then what do you care about?
Many
Kennedy.
things,
But you have my ear.
such as thieves. Stealing things that don't belong to them, I reclaim them and ensure they get delivered to who they belong to.
Interesting. You claim thieves. But do you know the true story of how one would acquire certain things?
She actually takes out of her small evening bag a jewel box and hands it to her. I bring something that belongs to you.
She'll look it over and slowly kind of tilt her head and gently pluck it.
And when she opens it, she'll find it's the locket of her and her child that Taylor used to access her tomb. Cleaned, restored.
Interesting gift.
Yes. I don't take things that don't belong to me. I am no thief.
And are you claiming somebody is?
Yes.
And of what items?
Writing and a ritual. From the mother of Asterion.
She thinks for a moment.
The Minotaur.
Then she has this big grin for a moment and goes, yes, I remember her. Horrible fate he had, but I
Yes.
remember her. Are you saying I did something to that?
You took it, or had it taken.
Maybe it was either borrowed and I wasn't able to return it.
Perhaps. But keeping it for so long just to decorate your sleeping quarters. Really. That is vanity.
And she just kind of flips it and goes, "Thy name is Toreador."
I know,
And she'll walk.
but it has been reclaimed now.
She'll
So I
pause for
give
a
you
moment.
back the tool I used to get it.
She'll turn around for a moment. She'll nod her head and go, "Message received. Enjoy your dance, Dr. Hammond."
Enjoy your evening, Queen Helen.
She'll quietly kind of walk back, going, there's something brewing. As that conversation goes tit for tat, Bastion, you go up to see Jackson.
Yes, Bastion looked into the dance floor and he saw what was akin to a hurricane matching into a volcanic eruption, but he decided to not deal with that. And he went up and to Jackson.
Jackson is talking to a couple of people actually, and he will, as he sees you coming, he kind of waves them off, and he walks over to you with his hand out. "Bastion, how you doing?"
He takes his hand, but then he kind of tugs him into a hug. "I'm doing great, Kevin. What about you? How's the night?"
He's a little shy. Oh, he's like, "Oh, okay, we're hugging today. Okay,
Mhm.
good. How are I'm doing good."
I see. This whole event is happening. Kind of just wanted to check in on ya, see how are things, and if me or my group could help in anything.
He watches Taylor and Portia going tit for tat.
Mhm.
And dancing quite well together.
Exactly. I mean, it's this whole, it's like the samba thing going on, almost like a tango. And you're just like, And he kind of goes to Bastion going, "Well, I'm doing all right. We're handling things as we need to. I've already known about the push to the Vanguard.
Mhm.
I also know certain things else that are going on too." But he kind of just watches those two going,
Oh, worried?
No, actually, I'm not worried. I mean, one, Dr. Taylor can handle herself.
Mhm.
There is no question about that.
Mhm.
Just wondering how far it's going to go before she storms off into a fit.
Perhaps tonight, perhaps tomorrow night, perhaps a couple of centuries from now. Who knows? You never know about with that one. But
Oh, no. Go on. Sorry.
Oh, I just come here, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but that illustrates a point. And I am really happy for Dr. Taylor to be doing that. You see, most things in cities don't always come to our control. You're always going to have wild cards. Look at my clothes, look at my clan. Look at how they are looking at me.
Maybe Frank,
Hmm?
you're not one of them.
Oh,
Just
of
like
course not.
Dr. Taylor isn't one of the Bruja normally.
At least she's far more friendly with them.
Yeah, but you sure you weren't embracing another clan? Because I don't see it.
The history of my embrace is a whole other ideal. But yeah, I am less vapid as this clan of the city. But they are indeed influential. And so we have to play the part. And we are doing that.
What, being the distractions or the glowing neon sign of "Look at us, hi, we're here"?
What I am to ask you is, what are you doing with the attention that you're not having?
I'm not here for the attention. I wanted to see who showed up.
Congratulations.
I want to see what they're exactly pulling. She hasn't been in court for, and he's saying this quietly. He's like,
Mhm.
she hasn't been around in months.
Exactly. We kind of had an educated guess she would come here.
Mhm.
And so I think it would be a nice three-pronged approach to the problems. We deal with it by leaving you free to not having to interact much.
Oh, look, they're all afraid of me one way or another, except for the high rollers, which is fine.
Yeah, but
But
also we have some things to gain as well.
true. But I see you made friends with Zora.
Mm-hmm. We've been
Good.
having a lot of talks.
Let's just say, I trust her over certain people, if you know what I mean.
Very well.
But what do
Well-
you need? What can I do for you?
Oh, it's just a little small question. Actually, a request. Nothing too big. If you wouldn't mind pointing me out to the best places to gather resources. I am in need of much more than I was expecting to. You see, I am trying to help a few people, and they are not exactly capable of fending off for themselves in the nights that we're having.
Are you wanting money or what kind of resources?
Oh, I'm thinking something far more basic.
Hmm?
Blood. Yes, blood. Simple. I can only
Okay.
seduce so many.
You? You have a reputation for that.
Thank you. But really, I am honestly just trying to find some ways to help people that I am interested in helping.
Fine. There are a couple banks. I can send I can, you know what? He kind of pulls out a notebook for a moment, writes something down, says, I'll have my assistant send you a package that we normally give that are suitable for sponsorships and where you can get or give donations.
Very well. Thank you, Kevin. But other than that, I just wish you a happy Elysia. And if you need anything, our table is right there with Zora.
He looks over, and at this time, as you're done talking, you're seeing both him and you are watching Helena walk away from Taylor while holding a jewelry box.
Okay, you might need bomb diffusers. And Bastion starts to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
No, Taylor didn't give her a bomb.
You kind of did.
I mean, I did, but I didn't. I gave her a cognitive and emotional bomb.
Yes. Yeah.
You even watch this.
Look at the Bahari giving lessons. I mean, you know, just.
Evie's gonna watch and kind of gently get Spotter and Magnus's attention, like, I wonder what that is. Because she's holding it very closely, and Taylor was very happy to give it to her.
Or tell her.
No.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain kindred that I don't know when they came to Chicago and when they left.
Mm-hmm.
But they definitely were in Chicago for a period of time that that would coincide with when Magnus was. So, does Magnus know Eletria?
I'd say you'd heard of her. You've seen her once in a great while, back in the lower times, earlier times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is something that will have shaken Helena quite a bit. It's also
Mhm.
something related to another kindred that sometimes shows up in the city.
Fair enough.
As Taylor returns from the dance floor, she will actually gather back up with her people and be like, yeah, I gave her back the locket.
Oh,
I
is that what you gave her?
Yes, the locket that we used to get into her resting place. Because I'm not a thief, unlike most archaeologists.
I never thought you were. I would say more
I had
of
it
you.
restored, cleaned up, polished like new, and gave it to her.
But that was very kind of you.
Oh, yes, it was very kind of me to teach her a lesson.
Mon Dieu. Her emotions are fluctuating greatly.
Yes, I'm sure they are. She's got a lot to think about now.
A lot of repressed emotions, I'd say, too.
Hmm.
If the stories about her are true, she doesn't do well with the whole thinking thing.
No. She is so wrapped up in thinking that Menelaus is still fucking with her.
I mean, if Dr. Taylor was a man, I think she'd be able to handle and deal with things a different way than how she had handled it on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Well done in the dancing, I have to say.
Thank you.
Of course.
But yes, so that is all. We had a conversation. I let her know I knew she was a thief, that I took what she stole, that I'm giving back what I used to get it.
Braver than I.
She looks to Theo and says, I do not fear my own destruction, Theo. I do what I must each night. And I have to be satisfied that I have done my best. And if I am to fall, that is it. Others will continue. I know that is strange. Most Canaanites have a grave fear of their own destruction and demise. But I am not Canaanite. And she just smiles.
Ultimately, it's a difference in philosophy.
It's more than that. I can
Theo just
dance in the
shrugs.
sunset anytime I choose. It's more than that. And you actually hear a little bit of her English accent coming out.
So
Bas-
you,
Oh, Bastion just approaches. Okay, did we lose anyone? No? Okay, good. And he sits.
do you all enjoy segues? I'm quite fond of them. Zora,
Oh,
you might just be the perfect person for me to gather some information on something.
Okay.
Do you know, I believe it's called Cavalry Chicago Cemetery?
I know of it.
Do you know if any kindred has laid claim to that territory or stays there, near there, would know the goings on?
I'm sure by this time Spotty's kind of gotten out quietly to go talk to his people. She just kind of would have just gently gestured to where Spotter is going, I thank you to think that I would know all of this. I don't. Not mine wheelhouse. That is more of theirs, or Cata de la Sombra. I don't know, pick a clan.
It never hurts to check with the rumor mill. Just because you didn't have anything this time.
This is true, but at the same time, I don't really deal with the cemetery. It is not as what's the word I'm looking for? Chic.
If it helps, it's not the cemetery itself I'm dealing with, technically more a matter of external politics. Sabat. I'm investigating Sabat.
Let's just come out and say that, because I was a little bit curious. A
I
little bit
wasn't
concerned.
Wasn't sure how much you knew. No sense in causing a panic.
Do you see me panicking?
Not yet. I don't know your reactions to the Sabat.
I'm sitting next to all of you. I think I'm very, very secure and safe. I've heard enough. I've heard enough rumors to know exactly to who I am sitting this.
What sort of rumors?
Oh, darling, do I have to tell you everything I hear?
Your faith is appreciated, but grossly misplaced.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Theo, are you
Come
doing
on, Theo. We
okay?
kept you alive so far.
Oh, I
Only
have
because I
heard.
have been nowhere near the conflict. That's been useful.
I may or may not heard of Dr. Seal's way of running.
Expediently, yes.
Yes, with a bag like this.
What, would you prefer I tuck it under my arm like some hedonistic football player?
I mean, why not? It's a easier way of better carrying.
You just threw hedonistic into that statement.
Aren't most football players? I don't know the sport.
Theo, you sometimes have a way of words of telling so much more than you expect us to know.
That just told me a whole lot about you.
So what are
Just
the
the story-
hedonistic things that you don't do?
I'm so sorry, Zora. Your accent suddenly got very thick. What did you say?
Stunscheist. I asked you, what other hedonistic things don't you do? Because apparently you do a whole lot of other things we don't know.
I do none of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Your
and
eyes?
Yet and Theo will then stand up
And
and
with that, Taylor
drift
just
towards the
busts out
door.
laughing.
He looks at Magnus. Okay, we have to take him out to a football game just to see what happens.
I mean, I'm still kind of hung up on the fact that he said yet.
Yet. Yeah, you caught that too, because I
Why
caught
are you
that.
surprised?
It's always the quiet ones.
Exactly.
Oh, please, we all know. We all know the Tremere are freaks. Even if they haven't done it yet, they will. They will be a freak.
I believe they have it on their bucket list. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's in the best ways. I'm sure. I'm trying to be kind.
That's being kind.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know when he's going to be next at the Blue Velvet with a certain lady.
Tell me more.
That's an interesting question.
Oh.
I'm sure my accent wasn't that sick for you now, was it, Dr. Smith?
Oh,
No, I was just being an ass.
I mean, you're sitting on it, yeah, but we can't find it anywhere else.
Well, unlike the owner of this establishment, mine's not flat as a pancake.
It's right there, Theo.
Well, as you say that, Spider, you just get a little it on your shoulder, a little like this, and you do see Taka go, see, it's stuck. I told you it was going to work. Best description ever. Yeah.
Antheolinen, and the only true reason that I'm okay just saying it here is because there's enough music that I highly doubt that even someone who really focused on their hearing could have picked up what was being said.
Never know who und what hears what in here.
The real trick is if you don't want something to be heard, don't be near anything stone.
Stone?
I'll let you ruminate on that one.
Why is that?
Because without mystery, what point is there to unlife?
There's a lot of things to on life, and sometimes mystery is always nice to be kind of gently explained.
Well, then, I suppose with the fantastic information gathering tools at your disposal, you'll be able to have that explanation within a night or so.
Yeah.
Taylor's going to clock what Spotter's doing while they're
Spotter,
sitting at
what?
the table because he's being very detached from the group.
Mm-hmm. You see Spotter against a far wall, kind of just leaning against it. And he has his head down.
There may be some Nosferatu about. Not, they're kind of quietly directing and talking, but not trying. You know, it's that whole Nosferatu. Did they talk? Did they not talk? They're all standing somewhat around.
Mhm.
They're not exactly engaging, but they're talking.
Spotter's just getting the 411.
And when you are done with your 411, do you return back to the table?
I doing just a cursory, like kind of like look, see, and kind of get a vibe check on what's going on with him. I got 6 with a crit.
What's going on with you, Spotter? Unless you want to do a opposed roll.
No. Spotter's clearly he's distracted. He's physically here, but he's definitely is not focusing on you guys at
Yeah,
at
he's
all.
far away.
Exactly. Yeah. Even back then, like even
Yeah.
back, he was.
No, he's
still
been
not-
doing this now for a little bit, and Taylor's
Yeah.
starting to get worried.
Yeah, it's not the previous thing that you picked up on
Mm-hmm.
because that was just distracted. He's engaging, but it's just not. You don't have his full attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she's just going to keep that to herself. She's just doing it while the guys are having a conversation. Because she's observant. She likes to look around and see what's going on in Elysia.
You do see, and I'm going to let you know with that crit, Taylor, you do see that Naomi's doing her thing. You're seeing the Primogen kind of do their thing, but you do see Josephine engaging in other clans and bringing them out onto the floor to get them kind of to talk.
Good.
Getting the
She's
interchanging
being facilitator.
And she may or may not just kind of give a push and a little nudge to somebody to go over to your table. And you will see Miss Lombardi walking over to at least say hello. So if you guys would like to continue talking, that's totally fine. But you will come over and just kind of smile to everyone and hope that you guys are all doing well.
Yes,
Hopefully.
thank you. And we did receive the shipment and should be opening next week. Thank you.
Of course, I wanted to make sure that everything was top notch. And I made sure that there was only things that I would approve to any place.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Miss
Of
Lombardi.
course. She'll kind of like gently put her fingers on a chair. Say, may I sit for a moment?
I don't think anyone's opposed.
Senorita Josephine likes to make sure we're all talking and milling about, apparently. How she knows things I do not ask.
She knows how to use the network.
I can surmise in a very simple sentence. Fucking Malkavians. Said with all the love, all the respect, but fucking Malkavians. That's how they know things. Which is to say, don't bother trying to hide everything from them because they always get something. It's obnoxious.
They sent me a tea set the other day with my favorite tea that I used to drink.
That you haven't told anyone about in quite some time, I'm assuming.
And it's from that restaurant.
Hmm.
That place is booming recently, let me tell.
Hey, I've got them with the cafe next to Subterranean now.
Ooh, really?
Branching out.
Now I have another place to go and get a glass of water. Fantastic.
Why water, may I ask?
Because I didn't have access to clean water when I was growing up. It's quite the novelty for me.
So you always want fresh water to drink, huh?
As part of whatever meal I have when I go there. I've gotten to try so many
Interesting.
modern creations that I wasn't aware of before.
Like what?
Pop-Tarts was interesting.
Yeah, that I haven't had. What is it?
They're little pastries. Sometimes people will throw them in the freezer. Sometimes people will toast them in the toaster. Some will just eat them straight out of the package. It doesn't seem to have a true method, although apparently people will argue endlessly about what is the correct method for eating a Pop-Tart.
Oh,
But
and another
I-
thing that kind utilize to divide themselves.
Interesting. I don't think we have that in Italy or had it in Italy.
Not that I'm aware of, but I've never been.
We have a lot of things that are old, slightly ancient, you know. Rome
Mhm.
wasn't built in a day. Have you all heard anything about the other thing we were talking about? Anything in particular that has come up?
I will be checking in with the informants soon. And they are also to report to you when they can.
Okay.
So if random ones come up, they may not be so random.
I think it's like I want to make sure that at least I'm keeping up with what I need to do and keeping up with the
Hmm.
deals that we have made. You know, I found it interesting that I did find a invitation here, but no mention of my own. But I
Oh.
can name 2 or 3 on that table that my child did talk to me about.
Hmm.
I
Which
find that
ones?
she'll kind of look over and she'll say, there is a man and 2 women. And they were around my child before she disappeared.
Names?
No, I'll have to go up and look at them, but the name, the recognition is there because she wrote them down. I'm not sitting well with this.
Is she talking about people that are here right now?
That are on that table for in memory in the memoriam. Yeah.
Okay.
Bastion will look to them. Do they appear regulars in Elysium? Did he ever seen them before?
Taylor will
3
also go and look to see if they're familiar to her.
So will Magnus, since he's been in the city so long.
The 2 women were trying to work underneath Kitty for being harpies. They're young. They were no more than maybe about 20 or 30 years undead. And the gentleman was always kind of like their bodyguard. They were roses. I believe Joan was a writer. Kara was a traditional artist. And the gentleman named Brandon was a martial artist.
All of them Toreador.
All of them Toreador. And she'll go, they were around my child. And they all disappeared as well, but nobody is asking or whispering their stories. I may or may not, and she'll kind of look over to Spider like, I may or may not have asked some of your people to keep an open ear.
That's what I would do.
They definitely believe they're gone.
They know they're
Gone. Gone is the dust that fell from the ceiling while Dr. Taylor walked in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll kind of give a,
Thank you.
I believe that is my Italian way of saying chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm.
It was very appropriate.
Yes.
I felt a little bit of calling of my clan while you did that, as I saw the daggers in some people's eyes, and I just said, this is beautiful.
I tend to be a bit of an agitator.
You?
It's just lucky that you
Never
can
would have thought
reflect
it.
such scorn.
Hell has no fury like a bruja scorned. I don't have to worry about that. I am in it.
Mm.
Without realizing it, Theo's going to give her a bit too sharp of a smile just for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. And she'll just gently kind of put her hand almost on the top of his forearm and give it a pat.
Taylor will actually excuse herself. She's going to go catch Kevin before she leaves.
Mm-hmm. And he's actually getting ready to go himself. He's seen enough of and he's like, I've got work to do. This is not my place, and I'm not staying here for the night.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, not his vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So as he's coming down, or if you're, you know what, how about they pass on the way? So he's going down, she's going up.
Yeah,
How's that
sure.
sound?
Sure.
Okay. And he'll see you. Now he remembers he's in Elysium. He's around a whole bunch of people. So he just kind of goes, Dr. Taylor.
Prince.
How's it going?
It's going. Wanted to give you a little bit of information.
Did you get it? Kind of leans in a little bit, goes, the tango. A little worried. You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I had a lesson to teach.
Nope, not asking. Just kind of stands up a little bit more princely, like, indeed, Dr. Hammond.
Indeed. You know, certain things happened in the South that has caused a reaction.
Yeah.
Maxwell has requested assistance of Carlac.
Did he now?
Mm-hmm. And he's pulled his pet in to ensure Gary is secure. I've sent word to Belle.
Okay. I'll expect him shortly, I'm assuming. I will tell
The
you.
tower was taking too long. It's
Nope.
time to exacerbate.
I understand. Trust me, we've been working on a whole lot of fires, and I get
understand. So, just wanted to make you aware you might be seeing some higher ups coming through soon.
it. Nope. I appreciate the warning. I will tell you now. If he got a message out to that certain individual, I have a network that has stopped most communication. Not 100%. We're working on it. I'm at 95%. So if you've heard it, then that means it may not have actually gone across the pond.
That's okay. As far as I know, they're still waiting on response. But the act of requesting that help alone will tar Carlac.
Not wrong. And I really don't want to see him next summer we were planning that out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to rescind it, but at the same time,
No, it's okay. I guarantee by next summer, either he will have lost his praxis due to Vasily or to his association with Maxwell. One or the other.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And she looks to Kevin and says, because I'm good. And she smiles and he and says, you have a good evening.
You too, Dr. Hammond. And you know what? Some night, if you're free and available, I'd like to sit down and talk to you for a bit. Just, just chat.
All right,
Of course, when you're free, naturally.
I'll let you know. Of
I appreciate it.
course.
And he will let you go first before he does. And while Taylor's having that conversation, what else are you guys doing? Anything in particular?
Spotter's checking his phone. His brow's a little furrowed.
Magnus is sending a text questions, just like, y'all good?
What's Bastion doing?
Oh, Bastion is simply sitting waiting. He had an eventful night. He's fine for now.
And Theo.
Theo has since said casual but polite goodbyes to everyone at the table and was slowly making his way towards the door because he's got other stuff he needs to do as well. But he's not in any rush per se. But he can see that things are handled here now. So
Isabella would have probably said her goodbyes and headed off as well. You do see Josephine facilitating even more combinations, things that wouldn't likely have ended up talking. She's making a match of it. And Spotter will notice that she is making sure that his Nosferatu are talking with other people, but they are not intersecting with Cedric's Nosferatu. Because she notices there's a divide. There's something going on. But as always, we don't intermingle in said Nosferatu politics. And as Dr. Taylor comes down to your coterie, are you saying anything before you head out?
No, I don't think so. I won't.
You guys need me for the rest of the night? I need to go check on something.
Now, if you need to do something, go ahead. But Taylor will actually reach out for Spotter's hand. And she'll say, are you okay?
I will be. But right now, I'm not.
Can we help?
Not yet.
Okay.
When you need us, say the word.
This I have a hunch. Actually, you know what? Bastion, are you doing anything?
No. Actually, I'm not.
Good to use you.
Okay. I will keep my eyes on him for everyone.
But thank you. I appreciate the concern, but it's just a hunch right now. I'll let you know if it escalates.
Okay.
Right.
And as people start to fall out of the Succubus Club, this is where we're going on to break because I think we all need a shower after all that. I know I do. Cause damn,
a double shift in a greasy restaurant. That's about how I feel. A double shift in a greasy restaurant.
All right, y'all. We'll be back in about 10.
Welcome back. As our coterie has left this weird ass party. I can't even say it was a good party. It was a weird ass party. They have sectioned off, at least for Spotter and Bastion. What is Dr. Taylor, Magnus, and Theodore doing?
We are setting a trap for a fucking Assamite assassin in the Undercity. Because Taylor has spent the time in between our sessions working with her garden that have been scoping out the Undercity and also working with Laura, the gargoyle, to get a bird's eye view and figure out what's going on. So she has tag teamed with her coterie and those groups to make sure that we have set exactly where he is a trap, including blocking off his access. So he's trapped in there. Yeah.
So how are you getting to do this? I mean, are you guys grabbing up together and going down?
Oh yeah, because we'll basically cut through my garden to get to the Undercity. It's one of the quickest ways to get there. And then we will meet up with some gargoyles. They will expedite getting us to the area, and then we will set up once we're there.
So I'm going back to the map so I can actually look at it real fast. So as you come into, and the gargoyles will gently, ever so gently fly you.
Mhm.
You're actually going to go past a couple of things that you've seen or you remember. They do turn around, and there is a it's kind of like you're between like a 300 to a 500-foot clearing.
Mhm.
But once you get towards more of like the 1920s and the 1930s, things open up a bit more. And they take you close to not exactly where the old grounds were of where you remember the Columbia expedition of 1893.
Mhm.
It's in between there. So but you could start to see where things are smoldered. You can see where some of the buildings have been brought down. You will see areas of where it looks like there might have been a fire or a firefight. Old school ways of fighting, old school ways of dealing with things. But you notice actually on the ground, and I'm going to give it to all three of you, a lot of ash. And it's kind of like in an old, it's like an old neighborhood. And I'm not talking like the neighborhoods one would see now in Chicago where it's all multi-ethical or intermixed. This is more of you are going in between certain nationalities or certain ethnicities. You will see certain people in kind of like a little quadrant of Italian, and you've got Swedish and Irish and English, but they all have the same thing. There is this underrunning fear. They're scared. And as this is about the 1930s and 1920s, between 1920s and 1930s, you will see clothing of that time area, what these people are wearing. And as the gargoyles gently kind of set you down, they don't stay and linger because they know for a fact that these denizens are afraid of them. They're trying to be respectful of both getting you guys where you need to be and making sure that the denizens are doing well. And they will quietly fly away, and you'll see a couple of them kind of like peeking out to look at you. And I'm going to let you guys have a scene.
Okay, as set up, as we are getting there, I have roused a few things going into this. I have roused both toughness and defy bane. I have roused prowess, and I have also roused fleetness. Quick question, because Misty is coming along to be the bait to draw him out. Does she already have potence?
She has a little bit. She's not high in it. I think she has a 2.
Okay, because if she didn't have potence, I would have given her potence because I have the draught. But since she already has it, she can have her prowess up.
Yeah.
So, okay.
She's quiet about what she's got going on, but
Yeah,
she's like,
but I would have assessed that with her before going into this because I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
look, I want to make sure
absolutely.
you've got what you need. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you're good.
Okay.
She's already smiling like, I've got fortitude 5. I'm going to do what I can to survive.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. But yeah. So that Taylor was just making sure everybody's set up. Azuma is also with us. And I will have, once we get landed, I will have Sensei Unseen going.
For Sensei Unseen, you will see a couple of Nosferatu, but they're in that same tiny time area. But they're curious as to what's going on, but they're not trying to get too involved. They just want to kind of like, they're kind of more the record keepers, the historians. But again, I'm going to let you guys have a scene right now, so go for it.
Theo has also done a little bit of blood boosting bullshit. He's just going to go for blood potency, 3rd dot blood sorcery. So he's effectively working with 4 blood potency at the moment instead of 3. Thank you. Thank you to not Jason Newberry, but the other one. And then he has also thrown up Silence of Death just so he's not noticeable. He's not necessarily hidden, but he's so quiet that he might as well be.
Mm-hmm. You're muted. John. Yeah, you're muted. Sorry. I started seeing him going through the list of
You're
things
muted
he's
in
got.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Muted in Zoom. Sorry. I was looking
That's
at my Magnus has Defy Bane, Prowess, Shatter, Feral Weapons, Fist of Cain, and Strength surged. He went up to Hunger 3.
Okay. This is going to be fun. Please don't go up to Hunger 5. Misty will kind of be just hanging out there, just ready to hear what y'all need to do or what she needs to do. And so is Asma.
On my Sensei Unseen, I did get 6 with a crit, so hopefully I'll be able to see this fucker if he's hidden. And so she's looking around and we're going to be utilizing Magnus's pack tactics. And Taylor's boot and rally as we are motivating the team to get in position. And we will position ourselves where Misty is appearing to kind of investigate things here and look into how the people who stay here are doing. And we will position ourselves around. She will also advise Theo to stay to the background and out of sight as best as possible. Be prepared for if he tries to run, so that we can track him, and she'll point out the accesses with the gargoyles that have been sealed off, and she will instruct the gargoyles to try to get everyone to act as normal as possible until the assassin appears, and then get them to safety.
Okay. So as...
Oh, Magnus also has Silence of Death up because that's free.
Mm-hmm.
That's valid.
But he's kind of moving off to the side to be, more actually, hang on. I need to see if I need to roll another thing.
As far as I'm concerned, this is Taylor's circus. I'm just letting the ringmaster direct.
Didn't get hungrier. That's always good. Magnus has Unseen Passage up as well.
And she knows Azuma knows what to do. Not her first rodeo.
Yep.
Oh no, Asma's quiet, hidden, and ready.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's rolling for shit. Damn. Yeah, this is not good. I'm sorry, guys. I know what I gotta do, but the thing is the guy can't do things because of dice.
Well, sucks to be him.
You're not wrong. So I'm gonna play it out as this because of how Misty rolled and how he's rolling. Misty does do what she does. She goes out and you see her engaging, talking with people. She's being polite and she's trying to she's actually showing that she's researched and has been really committed into helping these people because she's using the slang of the time. She's doing a lot of things of what Taylor has taught her about engaging with the past. So she's kind of dressed a little bit more in the 1920s. She's put on a wig, so it's hiding her, a lot, very vibrant hair color. And sometimes she's fiddling with her gloves, but she's really trying to get into it. And as she's talking to somebody with Taylor's 6 crit, she does notice that as Misty is talking to these people, and there's normal people walking down the street, it's only about maybe 5 or 6 people.
Mhm.
You notice that people are starting to look around, and there's this change of the air. There's this kind of sense of fear, but it's not just underlining. They know he's here. They know he's around, and they're not sure
Where
how
he's going to come out at.
exactly.
hmm
And
Taylor just holds, and she's ready. She's ready to blink if she needs to. She's ready to lightning strike if she needs to. She's just waiting.
And as you guys wait and Misty is doing her thing, you will see what looks like, I want to say a good 6 inches. A dagger that just goes flying right through the air, takes the tip off of Misty's hat that rips off. Now her hair, the wig, it's all still fine, but you see it just slam right into a building. And that's when people start to run away.
Mm-hmm.
And Misty's like, okay.
And with my 6 with a crit, did I see where that came from?
So as you're on this street, there is a couple of buildings that are about 5 and 6 stories high. And you believe that it would have come from one of those 2 buildings. Yes, because that with the crit, yeah, you would know it's from that area.
Literally, she looks to Magnus and points at the 2 buildings. And we move in.
Misty kind of pulls that knife, the dagger kind of out, almost like a challenge, because she wants to draw him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're approaching slowly to see if he'll come and engage her.
Mm-hmm.
And she will actually take the dagger and spin it on her finger and then go, "You missed." And then she'll start to flip the dagger as if it was nothing. You're like, "Oh, come on. You could at least hit me better. Seriously." Well, Misty may or may not know how to piss people off. It's a thing. It's a talent. And
it's part of why Taylor likes her so much.
Theo mutters something under his breath, but he's in silence of death, so nothing hears him.
Mm-hmm.
This is correct. And that's when, and Taylor will know this trait really well, is where it's literally a series of flaming arrows that come up, and it looks like from one of those 2 rooftops, arcing down to try and hit Misty.
Okay. she's
Magnus.
gonna point to Magnus and point him to Misty to get her out of the fucking way, and Taylor's gonna soaring leap to the rooftop that came from.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Misty will kind of already look at this, seeing what's going on. She'll wink to Magnus and kind of, it's not exactly hopscotch from Changeling, but she is hopping the fuck away. And as Taylor, you blink up to that rooftop, you will see a man who's already got another whole sling of arrows ready to go.
All right. So when I land in front of him with my sword drawn,
he lets go. Now,
and then I'm going to swing at him.
That's fair. As you swing, I'm going to say, being that I know you have Define Bane up, fire's not going to hurt you.
Mm-mm.
And your toughness, I'm going to say that at least you do get a little damage, but it's not going to hurt. Yeah.
No. And I have fleetness up, so I add celerity for defending.
Correct. And what are you doing? And what's your roll for swinging?
Oh, that's going to be dex and melee.
Yes. And he is dodging.
And I have surged my dex.
Nice.
11 with 2 crits.
You swing and you connect, but he has moved at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And he moves back out of the way and he yells at you in Arabic.
Is it Arabic or is it ancient?
It is Arabic because he knows who you are.
Through your Sanskrit lessons, you would be able to tell roughly what he's saying, though.
No, she knows Arabic.
Oh, even better.
She's fluent in Arabic. And what is he yelling at her?
Damn woman, stop me. Don't stop me from what I need to do.
And she says, damn fanatic, you have lost your way.
Prove it.
Then fight me. And she...
I mean, go for it. Why not? He will move out of the way. He will actually move. He'll fall backwards.
Mhm.
And he will be going onto another rooftop away. And I'm sure Magnus is probably following in on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So is
if
Azima.
Magnus sees that, he soaring leaps to the building the guy is falling towards.
Mm-hmm. And I will leap across too, because we both have celerity. We can do this all night.
He's got celerity too.
Yeah, of course. He has celerity. She has celerity. We can do this
We
all
all
night.
have celerity. It's fine.
Magnus doesn't have celerity.
Holding my doctor's bag just in front of me, am I hearing as they're slowly like transitioning away from me?
Yes. Missy's going to kind of go, are you following him?
I might as well. Are you coming too?
Can I?
I don't know. Can you keep up? And Theo's going to soaring leap up onto the roof. Clutch bag in hand. He's a little flaily, but he lands just fine.
She just grumbles looking at them all. Assholes. She will follow. And as he is falling backwards, he does not realize Magnus yet.
No, he doesn't.
Good, because Magnus is just going to
Because he also, because Magnus has silence of death up, so he
Exactly.
landed
Silence of death
silently.
and unseen passage.
And unseen passage. Mm-hmm.
So he did not see, nor does he know Magnus is on the rooftop when he lands.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Oh. Well, now I have to. Just a second. I have to see if I can make this worse. I did. Yay.
Oh, God. Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3. That's 8. 11 double messy crit.
Christ on a cracker. What did you do?
Ripped him to shreds.
Magnus just saw him falling and claws, because feral weapons,
Yeah.
and he's just doing the Mortal Kombat throw them in the air and just impale them on your fist. He's just doing that without the throwing.
So he's falling into your impale.
Yeah, with Fist of Cain and feral weapons, so that's
It's supposed to be a
adding
fight.
7 damage because prowess,
Yeah.
and every bit of damage Magnus does is ag.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 7 ag.
Oh no.
No.
We're looking at whatever
7 on top of the margin.
Yeah, the margin plus 7.
Oh, I get to roll margin.
No, you get to
Against
roll
an
up his
11
defense.
double secret.
If he's not aware, he gets 1 die for defense.
So,
Did he live?
oh, he lived. He's hurting. He is hurting. This was not a nice night. This is not a good night. He will fall into your impalement, scream, and zip as fast as he can off of you. Because 1 die for defense. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
And now
No.
there's 2 people engaging him. And now
Mhm.
Asima can come in and hit him with 2 dice penalty on his defense.
You know what? Give me. Well, this was supposed to be a fight, kids. Really? It was. It was supposed to be a lot, not too
You know
long.
how they
but you
say
know,
elders don't fight fair?
Jesus Christ, cracker.
5 plus multiples on 1.
You're not wrong.
Look, if you're fighting fair, you're doing something wrong.
If you're
No.
fighting fair, you're a werewolf.
Okay. Well, Asimo will. Son of a bitch. Mental note. Make harder people. Yeah, you're just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we're effective. Let's go, Junie. Come on.
Next season. We'll deal with it next season.
You are not wrong. Anyhow, Asimo will actually attack and put him into torpor
Excellent.
because he did not see her coming either.
Mm-mm.
And
then because he's in torpor, but he is not dead,
correct,
he is still aware.
he is.
And Taylor will just walk to him. He will hear every click of her boots walking to him. And she will just kneel down beside him and say, in Arabic, there was a time when your people were honorable warriors of justice. The one who has awoken and taken over Alamut has corrupted you all. You have lost your way. And she will take her sword and take his head. And he turns to ash.
As she does that, that's when Theo and Misty come in seeing the whole.
And as soon as he lands, damn it, I was hoping for some Vitae. Oh well.
You wouldn't want it. It was corrupted.
That was fast.
To be fair, Taylor, that's precisely why I would have wanted it, but I understand.
That was fast. How fast are you guys?
Very. But there are things that are tougher, that will take longer.
Or that we just don't want to face.
That too.
Or that are just too much of a pain to kill.
That too.
Truly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't mess with the Garu.
That already happened.
With age comes wisdom, but most of all, experience. The more you experience, the more fluid your tactics will be.
Okay.
And Taylor just gets up, sheathes her sword, turns back to Misty and says, not the first Asimite I have danced with.
Well, why are they being such dickheads?
They hold pointless grudges over little things that don't matter.
Also, this one was sent out to do what he was doing after being corrupted. His sense of justice was skewed.
Is that because of the whole, no offense, Dr. Smith thing, because of the curse?
It's because of the one that rose and broke the curse.
My clan was an instigation. This is just the long-winded results.
It has caused a schism within their ranks. There are those that left, and they are hunted by those that did not. However, those that did not leave fell under sway of the one that woke.
That's why they kind of bigger and argue in the streets?
Hmm?
Oh, okay, because I thought it was a whole wardrobe thing. I thought I was gonna throw Bastion at
No,
it.
it's a question of faith that has led to an argument.
Yeah, I try not to get in the middle of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
And she walks over and says, need a ride down?
Please, can I have a please?
she'll pick Misty up because Misty's tiny, and she'll pick Misty up and soaring leap with her down.
Can we all go for a post slaughter drink?
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. I mean, the Fae owe me a favor I'm going to collect.
Yeah. And
Never turned down going to after the end.
Yeah. She will go around to the buildings and basically holler into each that it is safe now. The threat has been extinguished.
And as you start doing that around the Undercity, Spotter and Bastion, where are we finding you guys tonight?
We are approaching Spotter's Haven, or the house. Thanks for coming. I hope it's nothing.
Oh,
But
please.
Charlie and I have check-ins multiple times per night.
Mhm.
She's late, which isn't unusual, but it's been a little longer than usual.
I see. So perhaps you want my help in trying to find her.
If needed, she just might be there with her headphones on or something.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, walk up to the house, the Spotter's, walk around the house.
As you walk in, or no, actually, as you're approaching, you will see the front door is a bit ajar.
That will stop Spotter.
As it's ajar and you walk into the main hallway, it's skewed. And it looks like her apartment door is open. Not just opened, it's opened. And as you go into that apartment, Charlie is not one to be like Spotter and throw everything to the winds all over the floor. She has somewhat of a sense of keeping things orderly. But when you walk in, Spotter, you know for a fact she would never ever have, a rough and tumbled party where lamps are smashed, her couches are overturned. Why is that chair missing a leg? Who did not turn off the stove? There's still a flame going on, and you can smell the water is just dissipating as it sounds like she would maybe have been cooking noodles, and the water's almost gone.
Well,
that definitely looks like some sort of not very well visit.
She's not one to give up without a struggle, and this looks like a struggle.
All right.
Before I punch things, let's
first
see what we can figure out.
Okay. Bastion is going to turn up Sense and Sing first and foremost. Try and see if there's anything hidden and things like that.
Go for it.
Okay. That's my wits and aspects, I assume.
Yes, please and thank you.
Hey. That's a decent dice pool. Let's see. Okay, and I am only at 1 hunger. Okay, that's 6 and a crit.
Okay, and you're looking for. I'm sorry. What are you looking for exactly? I want to make sure I'm getting this right.
Oh, if there's anything hidden, anyone hidden, things like that.
No, actually, as with the 6 and a crit, it's clean. There's no Nosferatu around. Hell, there's no ghosts around. But you do see something. I'm going to give this to you because of the crit. You do see her purse opened. And you do see her cell phone. So he would have never have gotten that.
I see. Bastion goes close to the purse and looks at it. Well, there's the reason that she didn't call you. Her cell phone's still here.
Potter starts pacing a little bit, and he'll do his kind of like he's trying to psych himself up a little bit. He's Charlie's his ghoul, so he wouldn't have brought her in to just to let her bad things happen to her. So he's a little upset now. He's going to what's he going to do? He's going to. I'm just going to do a straight up wits awareness because I'm good at those things. If I can do that, I'm going to surge wits.
That's totally fine.
Hunger. That's Jesus. That's 8 dice on its own.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. 1, 2, 5.
With the 5, you're going over this room, this apartment, and you're picking through it. There's nothing you really see in particular, but that's when you get the idea, let's go out into the main hall. Because you just kind of walked right through to her apartment.
Right.
You're going to see actually what looks like a tie, and it looks like it was yanked off and thrown.
Oh. Well, neither one of us wear those.
May I?
Oh, please.
And Bastion is going to touch it, spiritually speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what that power gives us. And he also surged his resolve for that. So that's 3 extra drop. That's
Okay.
2, 3. Okay, I'm actually spending a willpower.
Okay.
Okay, that's much better. That's a 5.
And you're doing Spirit's Touch, correct?
Correct.
You touch this and you are going to get the vibe of somebody who is big and powerful, tall, but at the same time, he's cunning. He's swift. He's a good thinker. He's a big thinker. It's not exactly Cedric, but it seems like he has ties because you feel Cedric's resonance off of that. Like it was a gift from Cedric to this person. And this person seems to be like a right-hand man, or maybe, I wouldn't say henchman, but somebody that is very quickly to get something done for him.
Mm-hmm. Bastion opens his eyes and he kind of straights them, looks at Spotter. What I sense is this was a gift. Someone, a henchman of sorts, who was very determined at doing this work quickly.
Mm-hmm.
He crosses his arms. One of Cedric's.
Otter will roll his neck. Well, that's a line that he just crossed.
Perhaps.
Well, that's actually not terrible news. I expected him to do something after last week. Do you know much about Cedric?
I know a little. Haven't actually digged a lot in regards to the Nosferatu of the city.
Mm-hmm. He's a very cunning, very, very, very smart politician. He isn't going to waste a piece like Charlie.
So you expect her to be okay, but be used as leverage?
Correct. It is right up his alley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still pissed off, but he's safe, at least for now.
I see. So what I'm getting at, and I'm sorry, Spotter.
No, and I'm sorry. I'm dragging you into this without giving you any details. So, and I'm sorry for that.
Oh, absolutely. There's not a problem. I've done it myself with the whole coterie as of late. And so I believe I'm due some revenge from the part of yours. But still, you are in a field with the Cedric, an experienced politician versus the man with most influence in his clan. It doesn't take long for one to understand the situation. Now, I could honestly understand some disagreements. What I see here now is a direct attack.
Right.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, I was actually going to ask you.
Do you want him killed?
No.
Then what?
I have to either hit or take something equally important or more.
Well, I can ask around for certain. I can go about getting the best of my network and try and gather information for you. Try and see what exactly would hurt. But then again, that would be dragging me to this. That also might be the card expected by Cedric to drag others into this problem.
And I don't want that to happen.
Perhaps not. Perhaps you do. I am not going to presume your reasonings.
What if, at the very least, you were to let slip that Spotter's ghoul is missing?
That's easy.
To start. And build from there. See what shakes out.
I've been doing the work on the Elysia for you since the beginning, Spotter.
Oh.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you.
You're the member of my coterie.
Mm.
And not only that, the Harpies and the other Toreador and everyone in Elysia would be talking anyway.
Sure.
So you either expect them to form their own opinions or you feed them an opinion yourself. That's what I've been doing.
Let's keep doing that then. Spotter's ghoul's missing.
But even if you don't want me or the rest of the coterie officially involved, that has a limit. And Bastion kind of changes in posture a little. All of you have been drilling my ears about speaking plainly and openly with all of you about my problems. I expect a little.
Understood.
At least the same. And as long as it's clan business, I'm not going to put my hands on it, but it's affecting you.
Correct.
I can't expect, actually, you can't expect us to do nothing.
We've been through too much.
Bastion kind of gives us steps closer to Spotter and leans in a little and says, I am not sure you get it. If it starts affecting you, the way that our coterie is seen in the city, it is expected for us to do something. Not only that, we are expected to do clean work, fast and decisive.
This sort of drawn out conflict
if it starts to go out that you are having problems with Cedric, the eyes will be on us to not have a Cedric anymore.
That's a fair point. Thank you for speaking plainly.
You have the choices of your clan to make, but be quick about them. Because if we are seen as being compliant to that, it just won't do.
No.
And even if my patience may be bought, do you really think Taylor is going to wait?
Nope. I put her up at the Elysium, but that's only going to work like maybe one time tops.
And it's either you tell us everything or the problem is solved.
Correct.
I'm not going to ask you to say it much. I understand the value of good secret, as counterintuitively that may sound to me. But you gotta to solve this problem yourself, or we solve it for you. Anything else I can help you with tonight, Spotter?
No, this has been most enlightening.
No?
And his spotter stands up and cracks his neck. I truly hope you're enjoying the show.
Absolutely. It's been fascinating. I'd never want to indulge into politics, but it's fun to watch. And also, one thing that you actually can help me with, do ask the city about its impressions about blonde women.
I can do that for you.
Yeah, a few of them have been becoming a problem, and so I have been working with people. But there's a lot of blonde women in the city. So if one specifically likes to buy things, expensive things, to deliver at someone else's house, let's say a couple of paintings or some very nice weaponry, perhaps the city might know about them.
Okay. I might ask for some more details if I don't get anything, but for now I'll ask with what I have.
Very well. I am more than happy to help, Svarter. Truly.
Thank you. And I hope I can help in the future.
Very well. And Bastion is going to turn off his serious and actual truthful persona into a very warm smile. But that, I believe, concludes the business for the night.
Yes. Actually, since you're here, do you want to see my haven?
Of course. I hear you throw the most amazing parties in the place.
Oh my gosh.
Pardon me, my clothes aren't exactly the ones that I would like to put on the ground.
Oh, everybody in the city knows. Okay.
What? Are you expecting secrets from me?
No, that would be foolish.
And the Bastion follows Spotter into his haven.
Where we watch Lord of the Rings for the rest of the evening.
Fuck.
It was a trap.
Oh, you better tell Taylor that.
God damn it.
They start with the animated Hobbit movie from the 70s first.
I mean, I thought they would start with, the song of Bilbo Baggins. As we conclude, is there anything else you guys would like to do this evening before we wrap things up?
I think I'll have spend a lot of time in this haven.
It's very nice.
Naomi's gonna get jealous.
It's very cozy. It's a good
You might
hand.
Oh no,
see-
we're going out and getting drinks. So we're fine.
Co-slaughter drinks. That's a thing. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So as
Especially with a siren in the group. That's definitely a thing.
you're not wrong. So Spotter is trapped Bastion in his abode for
I
a
mean,
bit.
Theo talking about hedonistic fucking football players.
Oh, when
I'm
Misty
good with a
finds out
beer.
about
I'm just good with a beer. I'll be fine.
when Misty finds out about that, oh no. You're like, let me show you the world of mixed drinks, my guy. Welcome to mixology. You're gonna learn some chemistry that you never thought before.
No, I think we're done.
And as they go through, and Theodore has questioned all of his life's choices as Taylor and Magnus die laughing. This is it. This is it for this session. So I'm going to turn everything over to Mama.
All right. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And do join us on the Discord. That is where we hang out when we are not streaming. And we also post our casting calls for games on our Discord. Right now, there is a current open and ongoing casting call for guest players for Call of Cthulhu 7E that streams on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you are interested in playing Call of Cthulhu, you may wish to join us on the Discord and apply for that casting call to be a guest. Also, we do occasionally do some Zoom hangouts when we're not streaming on Friday and Saturday nights. So you need to be part of the Discord community to join in on that. And if you would like to catch back episodes of this stream or any others that we have going on, you can go to our YouTube. McStabber Studios YouTube has over 5 years of various World of Darkness splat content, as well as other TTRPGs that you would like to check out. Also, the London Esoteric Society YouTube has Tiss's content that includes Call of Cthulhu, London Esoteric Society, which there is a current casting call in our Discord for guest players. And also there is a D&D campaign, 5e campaign that was called Ishfel on there that's concluded. And she also ran a 7th Sea miniseries back in January that she has posted there. And she has a few other games posted there as well. Yep, give her some love. Go check her YouTube out. And we have some amazing friends. Yep. Thank you, Astral. Appreciate you posting that. We have some amazing friends that stream not only with us, but also on their own channels. Junie, what you got going on?
Well, St. Jude season has arrived. I am an ambassador and I strangle yarn to help kids. So we have actually today finished our St. Jude trash fire. It is different from my normal one. It's not a frown. It's a smile with a little blushy. We'll be doing drives up until the end of May, at least on my channel, because that's why I do things, because strangling yarn is good. You will also catch me here. Whenever Wednesdays I decide to show up or I'm in that certain thing, I'm not special like Ravenos to, block every Wednesday, but at least I blocked some of the Saturdays. I mean, I think we did a little bit of, different that for that. And I'm actually going to be on Ravenos's stream this week. So catch me there.
Mm-hmm. And definitely, as she mentioned, Rapnos Archon also runs TTRPGs on his channel. You can check him out. The link is in chat. Mischievous Red does do some streaming on her channel on Sundays when she has the spoons and energy to do so. She plays in our Kansas City Chronicle as Gwen Schultz, the ministry member of the coterie. And we have Rerolls. He plays in our Kansas City Domain Divided stream on Fridays and sometimes appears in the Call of Cthulhu stream. He does stream tabletop RPGs on his channel. Right now they are on break, but they'll be starting up soon with a D&D campaign. And then DM Daddy RPG is where you will find Jen of Thieves, who is also in our Kansas City Chronicle. And she's both plays and runs games on DM Daddy RPG. Now, I've also heard a little rumor that John here streams on occasion too. What you got going on?
So when I don't have a cold like I have this weekend, I will usually play some roguelike games, card games, board games, that kind of thing. So
yeah,
after the kids go to bed.
Yep. So if you like video games, go check him out too. All right. And of course, we have amazing folks that play our games. If you would like to support them, you need to show us your biddies. Yep. So show your biddies to be distributed amongst our players. We here at McStabber Studios give bits and donations to our players. If you would like to support the channel itself, you can do so by subscribing here on Twitch. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you get 1 free Twitch subscription a month. You may consider giving that to us. It gets rid of ads. However, if you would like to donate money to the studio for support and do not want Twitch to take half, you can buy Mama a coffee. And go to our coffee page, our KoFi page, and give me a coffee. That helps a lot. But if you are strapped, we understand it. Economies are fucking garbage right now. We get it. And literally everything is so fucking expensive. It's stupid. And then, so really what you can do for free is go to YouTube. Subscribe there for free. If you're watching content on our YouTube, on the London Esoteric YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, then like and comment on the videos that you're watching. Do both, please. I see consistently a lot of likes, few comments. I want y'all commenting too with those likes, because even if it's just like great stream, whatever, you know, it's fine. We engage with that. We like them. If there's questions, we will respond to them. Sometimes if it's statements, we'll respond to those, you know, but what that does when you do that is it helps boost us in the search algorithm on YouTube so that more people looking for content like ours can see it and engage with our content, which brings more people to watch on Twitch, which brings more people to our community. It's a way to actually engage in an active way that will support us. And we appreciate those of you that do it. Truly, it means a lot to us. And merch. I always want to forget merch. I swear. Okay.
To-do list.
Yep. I know, right? I need to make a list. So merch, we do have studio merch. If you're interested in procuring any, do make sure that if you go to the Zazzle link, you are signed in and that you set up your account to be able to view adult content, because we do have a number of items that have swear words on it that based on Zazzle policies, we have to mark as adult rated. Like our Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would Camp Counselor t-shirt. And we have also a t-shirt and travel mug with Kat's to-do list from our Kansas City Chronicle that includes kicking ass, taking names, being a dragon, all those checked. And then the last one is Dracula. Last night she realized he gets a little frisky after he's had a successful mission. She cataloged that. Yeah, she's analyzing her prey.
It's also about having the bragging rights.
It is. I mean, you know, she's going to bang a fucking hero to her people, you know?
Truly one of the most infamous of the clan,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Exactly. So that hasn't been checked off yet. Maybe by end of this season, it will be. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, and of course, coming up over the next week, we have on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, myself and Maddox will be at Ravnos Archon's table with a special guest here, Junie. Yeah. Playing Mage. Magic City Memoirs at 8 p.m. Eastern. It is set in Miami in 2018. And yeah, there's lots of stuff going on. I mean, we had both, you know, an elevation of Arete with one of our people, and we had an awakening happen with a kinfolk. And literally, as soon as my character heard that the kinfolk are treated like chattel slaves, she's like, okay, you want an out?
Hey, Jude was on the exact same page. They didn't talk, but we were on the same page.
Yeah, literally, you want an out? Because let's not have that happen to you, dear. You're a mage now.
Yeah, you have backup.
Yeah. So
Good
we're going to
backup.
be hitting off with that next session, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Kansas City Domain Divided with a special guest at 8 p.m. Kai here is going to be joining us for Kansas City.
To be fun.
I'm excited. I know what the character is, and I'm excited. My lips are sealed. My lips are fucking sealed. But yeah, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so fucking intense and good. It's gonna be great. So join us Friday for that, and then of course Saturday. Is Urani here? Can he tell me if they're streaming on Saturday, or are they taking another break? I never know. Yay! Thank you, Urani, not your Audi. Okay, so they Call of Cthulhu, London Esoteric Society will be back on this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Join those investigators as they're doing all this shit. I caught bits of it today, back and forth. I kind of slept a little late today and was late to the stream, but I was catching little bits of it, and I was like, oh my god, these guys. But yeah.
I'm just saying, dynamite works wonders.
But hey, that's just Cthulhu, baby.
I know, right? I mean, it's Call of Cthulhu. You expect it to be chaos. You really do, because it's Call of Cthulhu. And then, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern, because Saturday is oftentimes a double feature, we will be back here for Vampire the Masquerade Chicago Hidden City. We just knocked off a couple things this season, this act of this season so far that have been really looming, and yeah, and we've kind of kicked some hornets' nests as well along the way. So we'll see what happens.
Royal we on that, right?
Don't worry, there will be no repercussions for killing a loyal member of the mountain. None at all.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? But yeah, absolutely. So that's what we have coming up over the next week. And lastly, I'm going to say, please make sure you are taking care of yourselves, viewers. If you are struggling with your mental well-being, which a lot of us are, there's a lot of triggering events in the world right now, a lot of them, and a lot of very stressful situations for people, and a lot of threats to people's concepts of safety at this point with the way the world is going. Please, 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 if you are in crisis, I want you to reach out for help. If you have support networks that you can rely on, please reach out to them. If you have mental health professionals that you can get appointments with, please reach out to them. But if you are currently in crisis, I want you to pick up a phone, call or text a crisis support line. Please. Right now in chat, you will find a listing of those types of organizations that may help you with your crisis that you are currently going through. If none of those organizations suit your needs, or you are outside of the US, or you're watching on YouTube and not here on Twitch and can't see the listings, please go to findahelpline.com. If you go to that website, again, it's findahelpline.com. You look up by your location, you will see the crisis support resources available to you, and that site covers over 140 countries. Please utilize the resources available to you if you are in crisis. You are not alone. People want to help, and it is so important when you are in crisis to allow people that want to help to actually help you. Please do that, okay? I want you around a long time. And also, I'm on McStabber, I'm a registered nurse. Please get your vaccines. And if you're in the US, get them while you can. Our Health and Human Services head is not a medical professional, is a crackpot, conspiracy theorist, insane fucking person that wants to attribute autism to vaccines, and he's also a eugenicist. So I'm going to tell you right now that you need to get your vaccines while you can. You need to vaccinate your fucking kids while you can. I am a nurse. I work in healthcare. Please listen to me. Get your fucking vaccines and vaccinate your children if you have them. We are going to see an uptick in fucking vaccine preventable illnesses more so than we already have, and we have already lost children to measles. But you're going to see more of that as the months and years of this administration go on. Not to mention, you know, the whole regimes fucking influence dismantling organizations that are life-sustaining for people around the world, like USAID. People have been dying around the world because of this regime. Yeah. If you supported that at all by voting for it, by voting third party, because third party votes in this country, had they been Democrat votes instead, would have actually ensured we didn't have Donald Trump as president. Or if you abstain from voting, because more people abstain than actually voted in total. You are just as guilty as those who voted for it. Because your choices, even a choice not to participate, influenced this election and created this. Please fuck right the hell off and go to hell. So much blood is and will be on your hands. For the rest of us, we have to fight. We have to work together. We have to cause good trouble wherever we can. If you are inclined to protest, please do so safely. Be aware of your surroundings. Pay attention to what they're doing in your areas. If they are snatching people off the streets and sending them to El Salvador, be careful. Know your rights. And I know that doesn't help much if you get detained illegally. But know your rights. And educate those that love you on the rights too, so that they can fight for you if they need to. Fascism always fails, y'all. Historically, it has always failed. It's a reactionary response to humanitarian progress. It always fails. However, it is a rough road to get to the other side of it. And we got to do it together. Said with all sincerity, please have a good night and look out for each other.